This segment is brought to you by MoneyLion, positively changing the financial path for every American. MoneyLion is a mobile banking and financial membership platform on a mission to rewire the banking system. The fintech company recently announcing its IPO through a merger with a special purpose acquisition company. And joining us now is Dee Choubey, who is the founder and CEO of MoneyLion. Dee, great to have you here with us today. What does the IPO mean for the company, this public debut, and how are you going to use the money?
First of all, thanks so much for having me. We started MoneyLion in 2013 with a simple mission to rewire the banking system. Today, we're empowering millions of hardworking Americans to take control of their finances and to achieve their goals. We've engaged with nearly 8 million people. We've created a better way to bank, borrow, save, invest, and grow your money, all in one easy mobile application and web application. We're incredibly excited about what the IPO means for our employees, but more importantly, for the people that are using our products. It means that we'll be able to double down and take our platform to the next level. And we're excited that our ticker is going to be ML. So if you remember, 10 or 15 years ago, ML, the ticker represented sort of the old guard of American financial services. And we love the symbolism of a technology company like MoneyLion reclaiming that ticker and representing the future of finance for all Americans. So the IPO continues to be a step in our journey. We're going to be using the proceeds really to accelerate the scale of our community and really accelerate our mission, which is one, to create access for hardworking Americans and even give them even more by way of products and really be that innovative financial technology company that hardworking Americans need.
We've seen an accelerating amount of companies go public via SPAC over these past 12 months. And so for MoneyLion, just releasing some more of that performance, those financials, and giving us a glimpse into how the company is operating, plus some new board appointments. How are you feeling about your recent momentum heading into this debut?
Yeah, look, from our perspective, the SPAC product was just a way for us to access the capital markets in a very efficient way, right? So we see that the wind is at our backs. Our Q1 numbers were very good to see. Just a metrics perspective, we increased our net revenue almost by 100% year over year. Our customers grew by just over 80%. So that's actually a more important metric in terms of how we think about the product market fit of our products and how consumers are finding value out of it. Our payment volume grew by almost over 200%. And importantly, the trends that are driving that for looking forward continue to all be there as well, right? So that gives us a lot of excitement. But if you go beyond the data and you look at the type of individuals that are coalescing and kind of coming to work with us around our mission of creating financial access, we added Annette Nazareth, who was a former SEC chairwoman. We added Dwight Bush, who was the U.S. ambassador to Morocco, and he's absolutely stoked about working to really create products for those that need it the most. And then we've added excellent media executives, the chief revenue officer of Twitter, the president of Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. So as we think about MoneyLion becoming the daily destination, our view of a financial technology platform of the future is a daily destination. So we've actually put people around us that understand it from the regulatory and compliance perspective, the policy perspective, but also the distribution perspective. We already think of ourselves as the most innovative team in American fintech. So if you think about just what we've been able to do in Q1, we've launched a new online marketplace that bring mortgages, insurance, auto loans, and many other types of financial products straight to our consumers in easy one-click ways. We're planning to offer crypto. Crypto is very volatile, but we're doing it by way of roundups and rewards in a different way than what's available in the market. So we're excited about giving access to that asset class to a majority of Americans that haven't really thought about it in a lot of detail. And of course, behind the scenes, we continue to work on the artificial intelligence, the machine learning, and the data science that will drive the future of finance next year and many years beyond in terms of what financial products and features we may see in the future.
Certainly. I love that idea of making it a daily destination for your customers, your end users, especially when there is so much financial stress that many people carry and apprehension of daily checking in on where their finances are, how they're doing, checking in on success, because then that starts to get a little bit more stressful along the way. And so kind of anything that we can use from a technological perspective to remove that from the equation, I think is a major step forward in at least alleviating some of the financial stresses that people may have with planning and metrics. And with regard to the customers that you're working with right now, can you tell us more about the MoneyLion customer?
Sure. So look, I think from just a banking perspective, people just don't need another bank, right? The unbanked population is low in America. It's a pretty established and mature society from a banking perspective. But what we're seeing is that the 100 million Americans that identify as part of our middle class, they are all unhappily banked. The money center banks are providing them a one-size-fits-all approach. Our products work for everybody, really. But if you think about our target addressable audience, it's any household that makes up to $150,000 of household income. And there are a lot of great companies out there that can build single accounts, right? There are great companies that have a online banking solution, a robo-advisor, somewhere to buy crypto. But where we see our superpower is really the ability to bring it all together. We're using that power of technology that you mentioned, and we're putting all of those capabilities together. What should I do with my dollar next? Our products are really all-weather products. They're built for times of excess when the household's making a little bit more than they're spending. They use our robo-advisor, they round up, they earn rewards. We have very powerful e-commerce solutions with our banking products. But in those times of need, we allow our consumers to borrow using the collateral that they've built up by a way of behavior, right? So we'd like to think of MoneyLion as doing what a private bank does for the top 1% of Americans, but we're doing that for everybody. And at the end of the day, that's really the advancements that we've made in the last decade with financial technologies. Now we're able to use, millions and billions of data points to make better risk decisions and better, lifestyle decisions for our consumers.
You just launched a safety net feature for MoneyLion users. Can you tell us more about this new feature?
Yeah, so safety net, we understand our customers really, really well, and we saw that our value proposition, product market fit, really accelerated in 2020 through COVID. As consumers are moving more towards gig, there's an underlying change in the labor force in America today, right? 30% of MoneyLion's users are gig economy workers. They're getting multiple 1099s. And that's really where the traditional banks are failing a little bit, and that's where we're excelling. So Safety Net's really built to bring together in one product our investment capabilities where consumers can round up their debit card purchases, as well as in those times of need, they're able to really bundle together that safety net where we're making available $1,000 in advances when consumers, if they need it, have the ability to choose. So think of that peace of mind, especially in a society where we're having trouble saving, we're living without the adequate rainy day funds. Safety Net brings together the best elements of investing, borrowing, and banking under one product and feature to make it really easy for our consumers to visualize that if things did go bad, if that dishwasher broke, if that car broke, there's an instant support system built into MoneyLion, and MoneyLion's there for them and has their back in those times of volatility.
Dee Choubey, who is the founder and CEO of MoneyLion, joining us today here on Cheddar. Thank you so much for the time, Dee, and congratulations on this most recent news and advancements from the company. And now we can bank, borrow, save, and grow all in one app. Visit MoneyLion.com to learn more.